Palworld is the game that has sold 6 million copies in only 4 days. It's being listed as a multiplayer, open world survival and crafting game, among others. And today, I'm going to show you just where you should build your very first base. Plateau of Beginnings, that is where everyone starts. Now, if you can make it up to this clearing right here, right there. On Xbox, the map is really finicky. But if you can make it here, that is your best bet. So you want to just do your first little tasks, put your workbench down, build some pal spheres. There's going to be some of this stuff here, whatever fragment that is. You want to get a couple of those, a little bit of wood. There's some stones kicking around like that little guy there. That'll all give you what you need to build. Now these guys here, you're going to probably see at least one of them on your way. They will not attack you unless you attack them first. So I can walk all the way around. I can push him a little bit with my flying mount. And he's not going to do anything. So once you've caught your first lamb ball, which I can do another video on that if you guys want. After you've made your settings, started your game and all that, you're just going to follow the path. I'm going to show you exactly how to get there. It's not too bad. I'm not sure if, like, this is your first flying mount, so it's not super great at speeds. But yeah, small pal souls, you want to collect those too. Couple things you can mine. Just keep on collecting. If you can build a couple pal spheres, grab those guys, do it. You can see you can find some on the ground too. There and over here. That's going to be a slightly better one. The Gigasphere. Or Megasphere, sorry. And those, like the random things you'll find on the ground are going to reset all the time, every day. Which is why that's where you should build. And I'll show you that when we get there. So that's the one you're probably going to see. Level 38, 35. Changes here and there. Now, you're going to find this guy here. That is a fast travel. So by the time you've reached here, you're about halfway. So collect your fast travel, that way you can fast travel back if you ever need it to. And when you make your first workbench, afterwards you can destroy it and get all your resources back so you can bring it with you. So this cooking pot's been glitched for a couple days. Stuck at 1, but there's nothing there. So we hit up on the D-pad, right stick, and then we can just disassemble it and we can get all of our stuff back. Boom. Then we can go back over to cooking pot, make another one. But we're gonna put this one, I guess, just over here. Rebuild it. Now the fox sparks that you'll find right over there, make sure you catch one, at least one, as it will help you when it comes to date or nighttime. It'll actually keep you warm. Now there is a journal entry you can grab, and then there's another small effigy soul you can collect. And there's nothing up here you need to worry about. So we're going to keep following this path. And then you're going to see that one there. You don't want to go that way. You want to cut across this way. Another pal sphere. Now you're going to find some of these guys. Those guys are good to have on base. Those guys not so much, but you should get at least one as an early game one. Early game. Little egg you can collect. Those you're going to want later. Another pal sphere. Catch the chickens. You probably won't see these guys, but if you do, I'd probably recommend staying away, because you're not going to have the resources to take them on. As you can see, I'm one-shotting them with this gun, and as you can see, my pal is pretty strong too. So we're going to get back on him. We're going to take this little cut off here. Now, a lot of weird things will spawn down there. I've had herds of 5 mammorests spawn down there, or at a different time I had a Relaxosaurus, which is pretty nice for collecting things. These life mugs, you'll want one too, probably. Now here's where you want to build the base. You can see this right here. That is an ore mine, and it respawns every day. Now that's part of the reason you want to build it here, because every day you'll get free ore, and you won't have to make your second base on an ore mine, because by the time you get there, you're going to have a lot of them. Now this guy here, Tombat, so the game gets a lot glitchy when you're in the PAL deck or anything like that. But this guy, as you can see, he is a level 2 transporting and a level 2 mining. That's part of the reason you need to get him. Level 2 mining. Now you can switch the habitats. So you can see at night, he is pretty much everywhere. So go out at night and get 1 or 2 of them. The Rush Roars, they're level 1 mining, but I don't think they actually mine ore. I think they only mine stone. So you're going to want 1 or 2 of these guys for the transporting and the mining. Now they do seem to get a lot of sanity depletion, which means they like to slack off and not work as hard, but that's not really a big deal. One thing I wanted to mention real quick here is this PAL box. You'll want to make sure you put it in the same spot or similar, because you can see the blue line over there. That's going to be the outside perimeter of your base. So if you bring it too far this way, it'll be on top of the overhang and make it not usable. And same with on this side over here. If you go too far, it'll put it up on these rocks or over the edge and it won't be usable. And it's really hard to see when you put it down. So just use the ore mine as a guide as to where to set it. Yeah, so when you level up, one thing you want to do is get your weight up. You start at like 400 or 300 and it's never enough. So the other thing you can do is once you unlock it, you can get the grappling gun followed by the mega grappling gun. Now with that, it'll allow you to move. Now there is like 10-second delay between shots with it, but at least you don't have to drop everything and then go and try to move after. Now if you're on a mount, I haven't tried with the flying mount, so we'll do that now. Yeah, I can't even... You're way down by carrying too many items. Now, I didn't have to pick them up because my guys eventually would have gotten to it, but it takes them a while, so I just wanted to go help a little bit. Now, with the base being here... Come on, buddy. The only way up is right here. Now, you can technically get up by flying, or you can scale the side of the rocks to climb up. But whenever you're attacked, they're never going to do that. They're always going to come up through that one path. So as you can see, there's no way up. Now there is this little plateau up here, but that doesn't really matter. And you can see up there the purple guy, that's Tombat. Sometimes the guys get stuck places. If they ever get stuck somewhere and you want to reset them, just come to your PAL box, grab the person you want to reset, and swap them back out, swap them back in, and it'll reset them right here, and they'll be good to go. But the only way up is here, and I find a lot of times fall damage isn't really a thing you got to worry about too much. They'll spawn there and just stop. So they won't even attack your base. You just get to go over there and either shoot them or go over there and attack them. Now, that is the first raid tower that you have to fight. The Rain Syndicate Tower. And that is the transport spot that I was telling you about over here. So if you would have came this way, you would have came up here. When you came from here, came from all the way up there. Well, it came from all the way up there, technically. But yeah, so that brings you... There's a Syndicate base over there. The Rain Tower here, and then my base over there. That guy was just sleeping. Little bubbles. Now, if you go up here, there's going to be a boss fight with Chillet. It's not super difficult, but you'll want to be probably... Like, you're not really going to have any electrics to fight it with. So, fight it at your own risk. And that looks like an egg. Eggs seem to respawn also. Ooh, a scorching egg. So I should get a fire one out of that. Now, I always hit right trigger when I'm trying to ascend instead of A. And that sometimes really hurts me. Because it's like I didn't want to attack. So technically, so you guys came from over there. Through there, there's that thing. There's your first. You can talk to that guy. He's going to tell you something. Up here we got a chest. Now, anytime you find a chest, you should get it. Arrows, coins, and a small pal soul. Small pal souls we'll do in another video. Now, the T-Fints are a good thing to have. At least one of. Now, you get a back bonus if you shoot it in the back, 34%. If you go to the front, 28%. And he blocked it. 28%. 14%. Alright. So, I'm going to try to not... Okay. And my boy's going to take that one. I'm going to take that one. Looks like he might have been coming to fight, but... So at night, you get to see a lot of different things you don't see during the day. For instance, this tree, which will give you Earth Skill, Fruit, Stone Blast. So these you can use to... There's the Life Monk Energy. But these you can use to teach your pals move. And the Life Monk Energy you can use for upgrading certain stuff. A large damp egg. Now you're going to want to catch at least 5 or 10 of every pal for the XP bonus. But you can see up there, there's a green one up there. That looks like that, so that's a tower, green one, tower, tower. See the little blues. Now, usually, ooh, look at that. Chest, I never would have seen that unless it was at night. Now these chests, they give some better stuff. 3 pal spheres and a mega sphere. Now, we have everything around here in terms of fast travel points, but instead of lighting up blue like that, it will light up orange. I don't think we actually have one that I can see, but you can see my base over there is lit up pretty good. So we're going to try to hit that fast travel point just so I can show you another Life Monk Energy. Smoke, that means there's a syndicate base there. That's the one that I just talked to you about. That's by the Rain Tower. It looks like there was one on that right there, yep. So you can fast travel when you're on a mount. So we're going to go to this one. And I'm under attack. Cool. Nightwing, go. Now I'm just going to shoot these guys. Not that one, though. It's going to let him do his thing. Tower, so there's another video. Holy! Okay, maybe be careful when you spawn here. Because, like, what? And he's going in. Takes them all out, I think. Not him. Okay, question mark, which means someone or something has been alerted to us. So up here we got Jolt Hogs. These are your electric guys. They're going to be the first ones you get anyway. Now that it's nighttime, we can see a lot more. Which I know is weird because it's so dark. But we can see down there, there's a Life Monk Energy, Lift Monk. You can see one over there. That orange is a fast travel point. Bunch more Life Monk Energies. That's the fast travel point, tower, tower. You can even see that smoke, that is a syndicate base it looks like, and not entirely sure what that tree is yet. But yeah, those are always a boss fight that's not a tower. and it's not a roaming boss. So it's a weird one. Now the cool thing about this is if you're flying and you fall down, you're never going to take damage. Even if you're flying and you run out of stamina, you're still not going to take any fall damage. So sometimes it's nice to go out at night where you can see what you want. And one more good thing about this space is right up there, there's a whole bunch of iron mines, well, ore mines, and teleporter with a statue of power in it. So you don't have to build one necessarily, you can just go right over to there, or fast travel, or just start climbing, take a quick fly over there. So we're at the statue, we're at the teleporter. Inside we got this chest which should reset every day, I believe, and the statue of power where you can enhance your pals or enhance your player stats. So if you need help with anything else, just let me know down in the comments. And in the description I'll have link to my socials so you can follow me or ask me any questions there. So thanks for watching.